Yeah, so oftentimes I get asked, Steve, how long does it take for us to change our PEO? We're completely unhappy. We've tried to resolve the customer service. We try to deal with these issues. And quite frankly, we're just not getting anywhere. It's time to make a change and we want to do it today. Today's probably not going to happen. Fastest time I feel is appropriate for a PEO change is 45 days. I think that's like the fastest you can go. Why? Well, one, you want to at least spend 15 days. It would take about like 5 to 10 business days or so for you to actually get a quote from the PEOs, go through a demo, and do proper diligence on the health plans and the workers' comp policies, all that stuff. At least 15 days. And that's if you're running a nice tight process. Then you want to give your PEO a proper 30-day notice, right? Most PEOs have a 30-day out clause, unless you have in your contract either a rate lock or something nice and juicy that the sales folks put together for you, or perhaps your broker did when you were first negotiating the PEO. So I personally think that giving yourself an entire like 60 to 90 days as far as an implementation timeline, I think that's the best if you're just starting off. Now, if you're like working with a firm that does these day in and day out, yeah, you can move that up about 50% because they're able to, in the first call, understand what you need, what you want. They can make the phone calls for you internally. If the reps aren't getting it done, they can go above them and get it pushed down. And it's nothing against the reps. It's not that your reps have a problem with getting things done. They're incentivized to. But sometimes internally there's processes that are happening. The time of the year matters. Like in September, Q3, Q4, a lot of quotes start coming in, so they get a little jammed up and busy. So that 5 to 10 day timeline might move up to 10 to 15 days. But if you give yourself 60 to 90 days for, I want to switch today, to when does it actually make sense to switch? 60 days to 90 days is my recommendation. If you have to get it done in 45 days, we certainly can. However, I don't think that's like a great amount of time to do the proper diligence on the market. But if you're a startup company and you just want to start off with the PEO, I think you can start within about like 30 days or so. Because typically you just get the pricing, you look at the medical insurance, and you're off and ready to go. There's nothing to switch over, no one to go talk to, no one to give a 30-day notice to. You're just moving forward and setting up something new. So if I were to give anyone advice, if you're planning on switching your PEO, either A, expedite by working with a brokerage, a little bit something like what we do, or you just want to make the timeline at least 45 days out before you make that switch, and try to make it either on the 1st or the 16th of the month.